Okay, so this will be about 406 and 407 comparison in performance. So so I'm not going to treat the performance, the general performance between both vehicles. We're going to focus on the suspension part of the performance. So now I want to. So before we will know that I always say that 407 road handling is better. That's what I mean in terms of performance, how the car is stable on higher speed. 407 has a big edge over 406 on that. So performance wise, 407 is better on high speed. It's safer to speed with. In terms of, like I said, car stability of high speed doesn't mean 406 is not. I'm just saying the one that is better performs better. So especially when you're negotiating a bend on a higher speed, just there's something we call performance. Some are better than others in various aspects. Some could be faster in that case, or quicker. Yeah, you say in terms, it has a better performance edge on that. Okay, so let's move in. So for those who don't know, this is for 406. This is actually mine. This 407, it's not mine. So both are saloon cars. So, but of course, you won't be able to understand what I'm saying by mere looking at the car pictures. So I'm going to use drawing um, of the sketches of the front suspension. So we are focusing on the front suspension to be able for you to be able to understand why this one performs better than this one on road handling wise. So um, okay, so this is 406 front. Not all part of the front suspension that are here, but the part that really matters when it comes to the road handling. Of course, the strut is not included. By strut, I mean, remember I did a video in the past where I'll tell you strut to sometimes interchange it for shock absorber. It could depend. Part of it can be regarded as shock absorber, but the entire unit. Okay, so let's move on. So now this is the one they call lower wishbone. As you can see, it has it only one. No, just call it wishbone. But I call it lower wishbone though. So has one here. The here I will call it lower arm. Can also be low arm or lower arm. So these are the bushings attached on it. This one goes here, this one goes here. Then this one goes to this point. So this is the ball joint. Ball joint. So which goes to this swivel assembly. So this is more like we call it hub. The complete with this. This there's a bearing here. This kind of the hub actually. But the so you can see my point is look at this number 10. So this is um the ball joint. Some Nigerians, I don't know why people they call it bow joint. But it's not bow. That's BOLE. No, this is ball. BALL. Ball joint. So so it has only one. Two bushings on the wishbone, which is also known as lower arm here. Then every other one. Then this is the that swivel unit where the hub goes, the bearing goes into. So this is for 406. So there's not much component. You could say there are more, but not really. This is the bearing actually, the wheel bearing that goes to here attached with the hub. Usually I just call this entire unit hub, including the bearing and the rest of it. So take a look at it. Not much actually. compared to when you now see that of 407. Okay, so let's show you the 407. Okay, now I can see the difference. So this is the 407 wishbone. So it's different from that of 406. Let me show you 406. You can see it here, they are not the same. The design is different. So this bushing here and then this bushing here. I don't know, Peugeot call it bush. Yeah, but sometimes I go online, what you call it, they call it bushing, you know. Anyway, these are basically rubbers attached with metal or something. Now when you come to, let's look at this thing now here. These three things, 1, 2, 3. These three components. When you come here, you won't see it on the forces at all. Nothing. Not here. Even this one is it also has, look at it here. This is the bearing and this unit all joined together. So it's not like so it's basically the same thing. But the most important thing now is this one is present here while it's not on the 406. Now, yeah, this is also another important thing. Here you can see this is now the lower ball joint. So the on 407 front suspension assembly, it has two ball joints. Two ball joints. This is the lower one and this is the upper one. Now let me show you. You can look at the 406 look at this one goes onto here, this swivel unit, the only ball joint that is there. So while this one, this is ball joint, which has a different unit, has different design. Now the one that looks like that of 406 is now the upper ball joint, which is attached here. They attach on this assembly. This is more like a support, suspension support. So this entire thing. So you can see, so it has one here, and then this one is also, it goes on to here. So in other words, you could say the 407 has two wishbones. I'm not saying it has, but just call it like that. So, or double wishbone. So what I will call it in this case is double ball joint. So in other words, let me just summarize. Because of all these, you can see it's more complex compared to the 406 own. Just how many bushing? 1, 2, and that's it. Let me repeat it again. How many bushing? 1, 2. That's it. No other bushing here. Every other thing is like the swivel, the ball joint, the bearing. Basically that's it. These things, they hardly fail. So the only thing we'll be replacing on I'm not excluding shock absorbers, stabilizer link, diode end. I'm just will focus on these ones between the two. This one and this one, that's all. Then 406 one, the ball joint hardly fail, but it doesn't mean it won't get weak at some point, but it's not part you hardly bother to replace. On 406 can use it. None of mine have failed. The car is like it's about 24 years old now. It hasn't failed from new till today. That's what I'm saying. So eventually there are some that become so weak that you have to change them, otherwise they will break. So so that's why 406 suspensions are regarded as indestructible, and then very cheap to maintain because of very few parts to replace when faulty. Well, or when even if all the front suspension components fail, you just have few things to replace. Now compared to this, so let me start by showing you how many bushings you find here. This is a bushing 1. This is a bushing 2. So this one, um, so yeah, this one goes here. Now there's a bushing here too. It wasn't pointed out. I don't know why. There's a bushing that is supposed to be here. I'm surprised it wasn't listed here. So let's say 1, 2, 3. All right. Then coming over. Then this is a bushing 2, and there are 2. One this side, one this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then there is attached here. So then there's also this cap now. There's a bushing here. There's a bushing here. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. 7 pushes. Or 7 yeah, 7 pushes. All 4, 7. See, excluding the other ones, like I mentioned, the stabilizer link, the thyroid end, all those ones. Fine. Compared to this, there is only 2. So now you now have also 2 ball joints, while 406 has only 1. So you can see. So basically, the only things you will most likely be replacing here will be 3 things. Like I said, this one hadn't failed, but let's just say 1, 2, 3. The hub can fail, but these are not things that you can use the car. None of mine have failed too. See there, since 24 years ago, the car was produced. No noise, nothing. They've not failed. So I don't want to count the hub. But okay, let's just do everything. Okay, you know what? Let's just count in everything replaceable on this picture. The hub with the okay, let's not cut the hub because sometimes this. Let's just say the bearing. You don't need if you can replace the bearing, you don't need to replace the entire unit here. This up. So let's just say 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 components here. These are the only things you need to change. You don't necessarily need to change this entire unit. If you can get the these 2 bushes, and they are all available actually, new ones. So yeah, you might say the quality might not be at the OEM, but they will serve you. Yeah, so fine, they are available. So 4 things. These are the only things variable parts here. The only parts that can fail here are these 4 on this picture. Every other thing here will stay till the end, till you are done with the car. These are the only 4 things you will have to repair unless you are engaged in a very terrible bad accident that affected this side. The impact, then it will start bending or breaking things. But normally nothing. They don't break, they don't. So it's only 4 things. Now let's come here. So what I'm saying, let's assume they all fail at the same time. It failed only 4 things. Remember, excluding shock absorber, stabilizer link, everything, because I'm doing fair comparison. So those ones are not here, and also they are not on the 407 in these pictures. Okay, so now look at what are the things that can be replaced. Let's assume everything here now fails. That's what things that can wear out here. How many are there? If in case you need to change them. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, 6, how many 4? This one 10. I want you guys to, that's why I'm saying if you want to do suspension work on 407, this is not a child's play. So if you want to prevent this thing from failing constantly, then be very gentle as you are driving on rough road. If you start to speed on your rough road, you are emptying your pocket. If you look at 406, if you are doing the same thing, speeding on rough road, on gallops and potholes, do not look at that person. That person, even if it doesn't mean as he's doing that, it's not weakening those components. It's weakening them. They will fail just like this one. But the difference is he will spend less after driving all those jets bound and the rest. But you will spend fortune in your own case. That's the difference. Now, because how complex this is, the reason why it's complex is to give it an advantage of better road handling. It's not because Peugeot are looking for a way to waste money. No, they put all these things to make the car to handle better than 406 on the road. It makes it more stable in terms of things. The car will be able to, it's just better when you drive it too. You understand, especially when you're higher speed. So that's why you can see the difference is much clearer. So, um, but unfortunately for 407, you can see all these things that are added, this and that. It's part of the reason why uh, the 407 has more weight, because it increased the weight of the vehicle compared to 406 with lesser components on the suspension. So I'm not saying it's only this that made the 407 to be much heavier than 406, but at least it contributed to the extra weight 407 has over 406. All these components. Now, like I said, 407, 406, the ball joint hardly fails. Remember, it has only one. It hardly fails because there is less stress on the ball joints. There is less weight. That all this, there are much less components, so there's not much weight on this ball joint. So it's not really doing. It's doing this work, but the weight is not too much for it. However, on the 407, remember it has two. So because of the design, this one does more work than this, the lower ball joint. So it's more stress than this. It has all this weight resting on it, and also the design, the way they designed to make the car to handle better, it wears out faster than this. So what now happens is, when this one fails, this one fails more often than that of 406 that has only one. So it fails more often than this one. In fact, most times they hardly fail. I've never come across 407 that there has a ball joint issue, or because of the upper one. No, they get weak. Don't get me wrong, they can become weak, but still they hardly pull out, because this one, if it fails completely, your car tire will pull. I mean, the suspension will pull out. This one will disconnect from here. It will not give you that K leg. You see, your tire will pull out, bend, push out the what's it called, the fender. Just like most people do, like in Nigeria, the Honda Accord. Some of them, like the 7th edition. I think 8th edition as well, if I'm not mistaken. I know 7th edition is popularly known for that. Tire will just boom, pull out from nowhere, strand you there. So this is the one that will cause that, not this. So this one hardly fails because this one suffers more. So meaning that you have to make sure, if not for anything, that this one is always in good condition. They all have way of making. The 407, once there's any component or bushing faulty here, you start hearing noise. So it's always good. You get prepared. Then start by checking this one first, because this one is the most dangerous part. If it becomes very bad, these other ones, yeah, it will just become noisy. The car will not be stable, and all these other pushing fine. But if this one fails or becomes weak, wow, it's a more dangerous issue. So, how do you prevent that? Be very, very disciplined how you drive, especially on rough road, potholes, bumps. Discipline how you drive. The faster you drive on all these rough road or potholes or speed bumps, the more you damage all these bushings you see here. It's as simple as that. If you don't like it, well, it's up to you. People will keep criticizing, but Nigerian road is bad. No, it's not the problem of Nigerian road. It's your problem. that you cannot be disciplined enough to see a pothole to know that it's not good for your vehicle. Reduce your speed for crying out loud. But people will not. Instead, you want to shift the blame to government, as if government blindly tell you speed on this bad road. Yeah, even as you are reducing your speed driving slowly, yeah, there is also affect this suspension component, but it will take much longer by the time it will now they become bad. But when you speed on them, the impact is higher, so it will weaken. Remember how these things are rubbers. It will weaken them faster. Then this is bearing. Also, this is bearing. So the more you do all these things, it breaks them. Before you know it, boom. So that's responsibility you should be able to know how to handle if you choose to have a 407. Do not use it the way a 406 user drive. Drive it because a 406 drive very well from bad road and nothing happens. Well, see why something will happen in your case. Okay, just to round it up, you can understand in as much as the maintenance cost, let me just put the maintenance cost of 407 for suspension is higher. You now see the reason why it's much higher that I've been preaching. People don't understand. Some people think I'm just saying that for the sake of, I don't know, forgetting that I actually own these two cars. I have both 406 and 407. So why would I be biased when I have both cars and I love them? So I'm just being realistic. Some people want to be delusional. Want people to tell them what makes them feel good, irrespective of the fact. So doesn't mean 406 has all the advantages over 407. No, just in this case, 407 has a lot of it has when it comes to performance in terms of road handling. 407 has a big edge over 406. And 406 has also has a pay. I'm just saying here, no 407 beats 406 because of road handling. However, it comes with a cost, meaning that cost can actually be reduced or reduced so to the point that it become insignificant that you barely have to spend that much. It all depends on how you drive on rough roads. So, but if you like it, you keep complaining, keep driving like as a madman. If you see every pothole, you even increase your speed to jump it. Keep driving like that because somebody must be blamed, not you. But like I said, it can be very dangerous if that lower ball joint pulls out. Man, not good. Doesn't mean it can't happen on this one, but they barely happen. I've changed mine how many times on this one? My phone says I haven't changed it. You see where I'm coming? 24 years later, it's still there on the boat this thing. But mine, oh, come on. I don't know. I'm even considering maybe I may have to pull them out and check again to see if they are still in good condition to change them because, like I said, I would rather doing applying preventive maintenance on those two ball joints than wait till they fail before I replace them. Honestly, because I know the risk involved. But the other thing, usually they will be giving you sign. They will making noise. They have their own kind of noise. They will making to tell you no something is wrong. Especially when you are turning your steering wheel, they become very noisy. That I don't know. The best thing I'll tell you once you start hearing noise on your front suspension, your 407, just go take it to a workshop, let them check. Starting from those two ball joints, the lower ones, let them check. It might not be them that is causing that noise, considering that they have how many 7. Is it 7? Yeah, 7 bushings. So any of the bushes, one bush is failed. It means the metal is there will be contact from the two metals that are trying to prevent from touching each other. So it become noisy as those metals are touching each other. So it could be just bushing and the rest. Um so I hope that makes sense. At least now you know why this one handles better on the road than this. Okay. See you next video.